He's VP of Risk Management at Investigative Solutions Network. James, good to have you on again. You were with us yesterday. You said this would likely end within the next 24 hours. You were correct.
That's correct.
Tell me about the special unit that was put in charge of this case in France.
Yeah, the BRI police team that we saw yesterday, their armored vehicle. There's an elite team of men and women, specially trained. That's all they do. They're specialized into this type. They're known in English as the Anti-Gang Brigade. And this is who I imagine would have moved in today on the hostage taker. Highly trained, highly specialized unit, as I said, well disciplined. I was talking to an ex-partner of mine with the RCMP last night who has closely worked with them. And again, only nothing but the best within France.
The timing comes into question, though, James, because initially the first location was stormed, it appears, just before 11 o'clock, and then the grocery store in Paris was taken. But there was about a 10 or 15-minute window between the two. The person in the grocery store had threatened to kill the hostages. Were the other two suspects attacked?
That's correct.
What do you make of the timing of this?
Again, police are trying to coordinate as close as they can to move in together. We don't know all the details now. The investigators will tell us, obviously, at the end. But obviously, it was a coordinated attack as close as they can. There's always last-second, last-minute thing that comes up where an officer might not be totally ready. Obviously, the last thing they want is another officer to be injured or be killed in this event. So they moved in with as much precaution as they could, knowing the type of firepower they were facing. We had a history here. We knew that these guys came in with high-power rifle, with possibly some a grenade and so on and so forth. So they had to go in well-prepared. And obviously, the timing might not have been quite as right as they wanted to be. Right. But obviously, 10 minutes is better than more than that. So we'll see what the four hostages, how they were killed in this thing.
What would you speculate the tipping point would have been? Because many suggest that tactical squads wait until later in the evening, till it's dark, till the suspects are tired and fatigued, perhaps. They went in just at twilight, really. Does it surprise you?
Not really.
No.
It depends. You have to be on the ground to really analyze what's going on. We know that these guys have been running for almost 48 hours now. They're probably operating with very little sleep, if any at all, lack of food. So the police took all that into consideration. More than likely, they had the power shut off in the building. So they were dealing with probably the being of darkness in the printing office. And I'm sure they did analyze everything to put everything on their side. They might have seen some movement, or maybe again with infrared equipment, with possibly sound equipment. They probably knew what was happening in the building. Again, it was their call, and they moved in when they thought it was the best to move in.
We have less than a minute. The two men who were the suspects in the Charlie Hebdo killings, they said they were willing to die as martyrs. How does that change how you negotiate with them?
Obviously, they're willing to die, but they will dying and trying to kill as many people as they can at the same time. That's what I'm trying to say. So, very highly risky situation to move in, being a police officer on that scene.
Yes, difficult for everybody involved.
Exactly.
Yes, okay. We really appreciate your time. Thank you, as always.
Thank you.
James Carmichael joining us today.